Assalamu alaikum students. This is Miss Mahnoor Saleha, and I hope all of you are doing very well, and I hope so that you guys are also enjoying your holidays. In today's lesson, we are going to read chapter number 19, that is from your Oxford Reading Circle book. Chapter number 19 is The Lake Isle of Innisfree. I will give you the introduction and explanation. It is on page number 162 till 164. First of all, we are going to read the poem. I will arise and go now, and go to the Innisfree, and a small cabin builds there of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honeybee, and live alone in the bee-loud glade. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the veils of the morning to where the cricket sings. Their midnights all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening full of the linnet's wings. I will arise and go now, for always night and day I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's grey, I hear it in the deep heart's core. So by reading the poem, you guys have got the idea that it is about nature, because all the things that are mentioned in this poem, it's all about nature, right? Okay, so the poem is on nature's beauty. The main idea of the poem is to showcase the longing one feels for some quiet and alone time after living in a crowded, congested place like a city. So students, open your books on page number 162. I will give you the explanation of the poem. I will arise and go now, and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there of clay and bottles made. Now in this lines, the poet is telling us that he wants to go to Innisfree. Innisfree is a place in Ireland, and there he wants to build a cabin of clay and bottles. What are bottles? Materials such as branches and twigs, which are used to make fence or wall. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for honeybee, and live alone in bee-loud glade. He wants to have a hive for the honeybee and live alone, having the sound of bees. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the veils of the morning to where the cricket sings. And now he is mentioning the peace. What kind of peace? That is dropping slow. Have you ever heard water dropping? So it kind of a soothing sound. And the sound of cricket sings. What is a cricket? It is an insect which makes a chirping sound, right? So this is what he wants. This kind of peace the poet is asking. Their midnights all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening full of the linnet's wings. Now he is mentioning the beauty of midnight and evening. In midnight, it's all glimmer, it's all beauty and purplish color of the sky. And in evening, he can hear the linnet's wings. What is a linnet? A small brownish songbird. I will arise and go now, for always night and day I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement grey, I hear it in the deep heart's core. Now the poet is saying that it is now time for him to leave, but he still can hear and he can feel the environment of water lapping with low sounds by the shore. And while he is standing on the roadway or on the pavement's grey, he can still hear the voice of that water, of that linnet, of that cricket sings. He can still hear those sounds in his heart. Now from this explanation, you guys have the idea that the poet is very, very attached to the nature. Okay, now further we are going to have an introduction about the poet. Who is the poet? William Butler Yeats. On page number 164, you guys can read his introduction. William Butler Yeats, he was born in 1865 and died in 1939. Was born in County Dublin, Ireland. He was fascinated from an early age by Irish folklore. Yeats lived for long periods of his life in London. He won the Nobel Prize in 1923. He died in France. Yeats said he wrote The Lake Isle of Innisfree when reminded of the holidays of his childhood by a novelty fountain in the window of a shop in Fleet Street, London. Okay, now we are going to do the vocabulary drilling. Here is a table. The first word is clay. A stiff, fine grained earth that can be molded when wet. The sentence is moisten the clay if it seems too dry. Second word is hive. A beehive. Its sentence is the beekeeper opens the lower part of the hive and peers in. Third word is glimmer. Shine faintly with a wavering light. Its sentence is the moonlight glimmered on the lawn. Roadway, the part of road intended for vehicles. The boy sat on a train to ride along the roadway. Pavements, a raised pad at the side of a road. A small group of journalists waited on the pavement. Now this is the vocabulary for spelling bee. I need you guys to write it down in your copy. That is clay, hive, glade, piece, core. The mind map of this chapter. The poet is William Butler Yeats. Setting is alone, evening, roadway. Rhyming words are slow and glow, sings and wings, shore and core. The message of this poem is living close to nature gives a soothing effect to a tired, troubled mind. And I guess it's pretty much true for me. Now the main task for you guys is the homework, and I need you guys to do the homework in your copies. So the homework is from your Oxford Reading Circle book, chapter number 19, The Lake Isle of Innisfree. It is on page number 164, question and answers. If you open your books on page 164, I need you to write question number 1, 2 and 3 and write down the answers in your copy. Then on page number 165, RTC part 1 only, that is add evening full of the linnet's wings. On page number 165, I need you to write question number A, B, C of this RTC. You can write the answers in your copy. And then the last task is write the central idea of the poem. I hope you guys know the central idea. If you guys still have any confusions, you can go back to the slide in which I have given the explanation, and inshallah I hope that you guys will able to write the central idea of this poem. I wish you guys all the best and Allah Hafiz.